Hi, I just started the 200-hour yoga teacher training program to become a yoga instructor, and I thought that I would share a little bit of my journey of how it goes with you here. Hi, I'm Janelle Tedesco, and if you've never visited this channel before, Just 10 with Janelle is for 10-minute workouts, and those are usually strength-based workouts, so upper body, lower body, abs. I also do some stretch videos, I do some cardio videos, full body, obviously, but everything is usually right around 10 minutes. I usually go over by a little bit. My background in fitness is I started as a gymnast. I was a professional dancer. I was a professional stunt woman. And then just kind of everything. I ran a marathon. I hike and I swim and I do all the fun activities. Now, I also have been practicing yoga for about 25 years. Never religiously. I never was on a great schedule. I would pop into classes here and there. There would be sometimes a full year where I was only going to one studio. Sometimes I wouldn't do yoga for a full year. So it's been a part of my life for a while, but not with any regularity. So in the past, however many months, I don't know, let's say 4, I started to start practicing yoga a little bit more regularly. And I realized that it was the thing that has been missing from my life in general. I've always been a very active and healthy person, right? So I believe in diet and exercise, and I'm raising my kids and their bodies are physically strong and healthy, thank goodness. But there's a missing component. There's also the mind. Therapy has helped me, but also something that has helped me throughout many years has been meditation. Something else that I have not ever really practiced with an excellent schedule. Sometimes a few months in a row, and I feel huge shifts in my body. I physically feel shifts in my body when I meditate regularly. But I've just always had trouble keeping it up. So I realized that I wanted to deepen my yoga practice. I wanted it to become more regular, more a part of my life, who I am. Yoga usually starts and ends with a meditation, but the entire practice is much more meditative than other types of exercise. And yoga is also more than just exercise. You can use it for just exercise and it's excellent for your body, but it's more than that. So I decided that I wanted to become a yoga instructor. So the first level, the entry level, just to become a basic, I will say, instructor, is a 200-hour teacher training program. So yoga teacher training, so YTT 200. So I was looking around at some programs, and I noticed you can do a retreat version of it and go to Bali or Costa Rica and just jam pack it all into, it's just under a month, 3 weeks to a month, something like that. And it's just 11 hours a day of yoga and everything. And as exciting as that sounded, in addition to the fact that I don't want to take off for 3 weeks to a month because I have family and other obligations, I also didn't feel like that would be right for me. My yoga practice is intermediate to advanced, but physically, I don't think that would work for me in terms of building my body. And as I now have started the program, I will also say, and my mind, there is a ton of actual work involved in becoming a yoga instructor. Not just, hey, you're going to get to learn all these awesome poses and your body's going to get more flexible and strong, and all of that sounds very exciting to me. But there's so much more involved in the program. We are learning about the history of yoga. There's philosophy, there is anatomy, right? So I'm learning about bones and muscles. And, I have a background in a lot of this stuff, no formal training, but just because I have been in all of these different types of physical activities my whole life. So the anatomy is something that is really exciting to me, and I'm excited to learn more and learn properly. So I started my program this week, and I did not pick a intensive program. I picked one that will be 2 days a week, a full day Sunday, and then the evening on Wednesday. And it goes over about 4 months. Every now and then there's a few other classes that are involved. In addition to that, we are encouraged to take additional classes. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to study. I was given 5 books to read before we even began the program. And my intention was to read all 5 books before day 1. But they are not, fiction books that you can just devour and read easily. They're philosophy and history and Sanskrit. So my brain couldn't go through them that quickly. I read 3.5 of the books before we started, but I was prepared for day 1, and it went great. I love the place that I've chosen. It's called Abaya, and that is a Sanskrit word for fearlessness. But actually, when you go a little deeper into the meaning of the word, it means to be with and without fear. I thought was really interesting, because we all have fear and we hold that, but it is moving through that, becoming, holding your fear and then not acting upon it, allowing yourself to move forward, to be courageous. So fearlessness is a form of courageousness. And I think that that's a really beautiful name that they've chosen. I love the studio in Brooklyn, and I'm in my first week. So I don't really have too much to report just yet. I am not any stronger or more flexible yet, but I am really enjoying the process of how much there is to learn. It's a little bit like going back to school, a mini version. It's only 4 months, but the 4 months is going to be very intense. And I'm incredibly excited about it, a little bit nervous. Don't know if I'll be able to, I was going to say, I don't know if I will be able to rise up to my own standards, but you know what, I want to release that. I'm going to be great. I just don't know what that's going to look like yet. And I'm excited to share some of that with you. And I'd also love for you to do me a favor here. If you enjoy doing yoga, especially if you're already a subscriber to my channel, let me know if bringing yoga to the channel as well is something that you are interested in. If you're just like, nope, I'm a cardio person, I just like the strength stuff, or, I'll do a couple stretches here and there, but maybe not yoga, just let me know. I'm just curious about, in general, what people's desires and expectations are maybe from this channel. Also, please leave me a little comment if you're like, well, you know what, I've never done yoga, but I am interested in it. So I would consider trying a video here and there. So thank you for tuning in today. I will post some occasional updates. I don't know how often I will have the time because it will be pretty intense, but I'm excited about it and I'm excited to share it with you. Thanks.